And shout out again to all those people who hate my guts, but is sitting in a quiet place listening to my show. You are obsessed and sick, okay? Okay, I'll be right back, and let's get into something else.
Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Ebony. Alright you guys, let's talk all things Grammys. You guys know we are here to talk about last night's show. We're going to talk about some of the Grammy voters coming out to admit that they are not voting for Beyonce because Beyonce wins too much. I also want to talk about Chris Brown going off after losing his Grammy, Sam Smith paying homage to Nicki Minaj, and you guys already know none other than the situation between Diddy and Burna Boy. So let's start with that. Let's start with Diddy, okay? Because Diddy actually came out earlier this morning with a very random tweet. Now, originally, people believed that this was actually directed towards Chris Brown, but it wasn't. It was actually directed towards Burna Boy. You guys know that Burna Boy was nominated for a Grammy last night. However, he did lose. After Burna Boy did lose, he took to his Instagram stories to pretty much go off about losing. And then Diddy did follow him by making some very interesting allegations. So this is what Burna Boy had to say, and this was Diddy's response. Even after assembling the Avengers on my album, Grammy still chose to shank me. By the way, my happiness still be on my own. The Grammys is full of S and lies. We all know nobody else deserves that ish but me. They can't stop me. Now, not ever. Diddy saying this: I helped you win your first and only Grammy Award, which I did out of kindness. And somehow you thought you could win another one without my help? Okay. Now, for those of you guys who don't know, back in 2020, okay, Diddy did work on Burna Boy's album. Now, Burna Boy did have a new LP, which was called Twice as Tall. And everybody knew that Diddy, okay, did come in at the last minute to help Burna Boy perfect his album. Diddy was also given executive producer rights over the album. Now, this is the same year that Burna Boy won a Grammy. So it kind of makes sense for Diddy to come out here and say, without my help, what made you think that you're going to win a Grammy? Now, while everybody is here and wants Diddy to be messy, Diddy came out to admit that this was actually fake. I did do a little bit of research. As you see on the bottom, Diddy says it's fake. I also checked through fan Twitter, and I was able to see that a WizKid fan did make this Instagram post to start drama between Diddy and Burna Boy. So this was not true. Diddy did not come out to be this messy, and I'm just so confused as to why fans take the time to do stuff like this. So you guys will let me know what you think about it down below. Let's go on to the next topic, which is none other than Chris Brown having a mental breakdown after he lost the R&B category for this year's Grammys. He even went as far as saying, "Who is this new guy that won over me?" Talk about a mess. Now, you guys know the Grammys has had their fair share of snubs last night, one being Beyonce, Nicki, and even Chris Brown. Now, after Chris Brown did get notified that he lost the R&B category to another artist that goes by Robert Glasper. Now, this is what Chris Brown had to say. Bro, who the F is Robert Glasper? Y'all playing. Who the F is this? I'ma keep kicking y'all ASS respectfully. Who the F is Robert Glasper? I gotta get my skills up. I'm gonna start playing the harmonica. Now look, you guys, Chris Brown should know by now that the Grammys, when it comes to R&B, is never going to give it to people that we feel deserve that Grammy. Let's be clear. People say that the Grammys don't matter, but every year when someone loses or doesn't get nominated, they throw a fit. At this point, we should know. They played in Beyonce's face all night, okay, when it comes to R&B. That is just the climate that we live in when it comes to the Grammys. Do I think that Chris Brown deserved a Grammy? Absolutely. But to come for another black man and tear him down because you don't know what this man is or what type of music he puts out, it was just a little distasteful in my opinion. Now, Chris Brown has since issued an apology to Robert Glasper. Chris Brown saying this: "Congratulations, my brother. I would like to apologize if you took offense to my reactions at the Grammys. You were not the intended target, and I know I came off really rude and mean. After doing my research, I actually think you're amazing. The organization isn't doing us blacks our due diligence. You and I should never be in the same category. Two totally different vibes and genres. From one black man to another, congratulations. Hope you are able to feed your family for life. God bless my G. All right, you guys, let's go to the next topic, which is none other Beyonce getting snubbed for Album of the Year at this year's Grammys, even though she deserved it. And people who have voted in past and currently saying the reason that they wouldn't choose Beyonce is because Beyonce has won way too many times. These are the people that are voting for these awards. So you guys know Beyonce showed up a little bit late, but she did have a great night, right? Beyonce did become the artist in history to have the most Grammy Awards. I think she surpassed this other man who was the leader in Grammy Awards, and now Beyonce is the most decorated Grammy Award winner of all time, which is amazing, right? However, people feel that Renaissance should have won Album of the Year over Harry Styles. Now, people were reacting to this and people were upset. And after this happened, several people who are part of the Grammy voting body came out to kind of give some logic as to why Beyonce was not chosen. Now, this article was written by Variety, and this person is going to be known as voter number 4, okay? Now, voter number 4 is a music business veteran, and he's in his 70s. So you have a 70-year-old man talking about why he doesn't want to vote for Beyonce. These are the people that are voting on our current culture, okay? Now, with Record of the Year, he says this: I try to be cynical, but there's a significant percentage of music I've never heard. It's a lot of work to listen to all of it. I guess I'm a bad voter because I didn't do my diligence, but that's my right. I voted for ABBA. They used to get short shrift because they were dismissed as a pop fluff, but I've always been a fan. The new album is not their best ever, but it's pretty good. I really hope they win something, but I doubt they will. I would have voted for Adele if ABBA wasn't in my category. Album of the Year, again, I would have voted for ABBA. With Beyonce, the fact that every time she does something new, it's a big event and everybody's supposed to quake their shoes, it's a little too pretentious. I hold Harry Styles' origin story against him. He's from a boy band, and I never took those acts serious. So here you have a voter, okay? One saying that he doesn't even listen to the music that's in the category. He don't have time to even review the music that is being submitted to be voted and won, right? Because he don't have the time. On top of that, he don't like that every time Beyonce does something, everybody is praising her and also giving her that attention. But these are the people that the Grammys want us to believe are going to vote impartially and are going to vote because of their expertise on music. How can you be an expert on music that you don't listen to? That doesn't make any sense. So there is obviously this agenda against Beyonce, okay? And I just have to be honest. People want to say, well, the Beehive, y'all are just ungrateful. She got a bunch of awards. I don't care. She deserved another. Period, point blank. You have a voter telling you that Beyonce's always getting praised. I'm gonna vote for somebody else. I don't have to listen to all this music. I'm 70 years old. I don't know what's going on right now. This is the problem with our culture, because we are allowing people who aren't influencers in our culture, people who don't study our culture, to make these decisions that ultimately validate who we see in our music, on our TV screens. So you guys will let me know what you think about it down below. I still want to say congratulations to Beyonce. She looked absolutely amazing. I am so happy that she was able to make history. And you know, she is really the greatest of all time. And whether she had a Grammy or not, Beyonce is still the queen of music, in my opinion. All right, you guys, now this is the final topic in breaking news. It does seem that Halle Bailey is being accused of cheating on DDG. You guys know these two have been dating for some time. DDG, the rapper, former YouTuber, did take to his Twitter account to say something very interesting. Now, this is what he had to say. All of these girls the same. Ain't no way. If you actually go to DDG's Instagram page, you will also see that he removed all of the pictures with him and Halle from his page. He also unfollowed Halle Bailey, but he is still following Chloe Bailey. You guys know Halle has not removed anything from her page. She also has not put out any statements, but fans are actually wondering if Halle Bailey could have cheated on DDG. What do I think about this? I think it's a YouTube prank. I don't think in any way that this is serious. I really do believe that it's a YouTube prank or something to make us laugh. And for DDG to come out and say anything on Twitter, you guys know that Halle Bailey doesn't get down like that. She's not in drama. And if this is real, then DDG DDG, you're not about to do her like you did Ruby Rose. This is not no back and forth, okay? That's the Little Mermaid. That's Beyonce's protege. So you're not going to be doing this back and forth with Halle. However, I wanted to bring it to you guys to see what you thought, because people are actually dragging DDG. But in my opinion, I do think this could be a YouTube prank. All right, you guys, let's go to the final topic, which is none other than Sam Smith paying homage to Nicki Minaj's Roman Holiday for his performance with Kim Petras of Unholy. Now, you guys know Nicki Minaj got a lot of backlash when she performed her Roman Holiday performance. People from the Catholic Church were upset. She even showed up with a red robe on the red carpet. Now, we actually saw Sam Smith do the same thing for this year's Grammys, and his performance got a lot of people wondering, why would you blackball Nicki Minaj but allow Sam Smith to do the exact same thing? One Twitter user saying this: so Sam Smith can perform Unholy and be a devil on stage, but Nicki Minaj can't perform Roman Holiday? Now, shout out to the Barbs, because the Barbs did have Roman Holiday trending all day yesterday, even pushed it to the top iTunes chart. No fan base like the Barbs, but I agree with it. You know, I'm starting to understand that in this industry, it's always going to be except the black woman. What do I mean by that? Well, there's always this acceptance, right, of people doing things out of the box, of people pushing the paradox and being different, and they get praised for it. But I feel like when you're a woman of color, it's almost like you have to be held to a different standard. You shouldn't even try to push the envelope. You're lucky that you even get to perform or even get to be in this room. You know, I think it's so unfortunate that even after not nominating Nicki Minaj, the Recording Academy was playing Super Freaky Girl at the Grammys while everybody was walking around. I mean, everybody knows it's a hit. So at the end of the day, you guys, I do see that Sam Smith did pay homage to Nicki, but I also think it's unfortunate that Nicki had to face this burden of being blackballed, of not getting nominated, which she rightfully deserves to be, because of something she did, but they allowed it to happen again on the Grammy stage. And you guys know it has nothing to do with being a fan. It's just right is right. Let me know what you guys think about these topics down below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Give this video a big thumbs up. I love you guys so much, and as always, we'll talk very soon. Bye, guys.